Okay, so this is the final stage on this painting here. Each session in real time was about half hour. And in that first half hour, I laid in a dark section here, and then I introduced orange here. The second section, I put a lot more detail in here, and I'll still be putting some more detail here. And also I'll be working a little more on the orange to get some of these streaks that are up here, the yellow streaks. And I noticed it's a little too strong here. I want to make it a little more transparent, so I'll accomplish that. I want to point to something in the paints that helps me, for example, put on a light transparent area here. It's a little dark here, and I want to introduce another layer that's semi-transparent. And this is the material. It's what it is basically. It's clear acrylic. There's different names they call it. This one, they call it slow drying blending gel medium. But basically it's really great for mixing with any color to make it semi-transparent. To get this lighter, I'm going to hit the semi-transparent. I'm just sticking my brush into the water. I'm going to take some of the semi-transparent. I'm going to bring it over here, take more, and then I'm going to grab a little yellow and pull down some orange also. So let's see what we got just by grabbing those kind of colors right there. More transparent. And let's see what we got. Okay, so I lightened it up and I'm moving it around, and yes, it's definitely giving it the orange a lighter. So if you don't like anything, you can just keep changing it, and if it's too light or too dark, whatever. So I want to get it lighter because that is lighter and not as dark as this. So I'm going to add, now that I've tested it and I like what I'm doing, I'm going to add more of the transparent gel, and then I'm going to take some orange down here to be stronger than yellow. And I'm making a little pile right here. Okay. Yeah, I like that. I'm lightening it up here. And the reason I have little different colors is every time I go to the palette, I may not mix exactly the same combination, close to it. So you get a nice interesting variations, which makes it more interesting because, all right, this seems a little lighter, this is a little darker. And for example, if I take some more white, look what I just did. I'm getting yellow up here. So, and I'm liking that. Yeah, here's yellow. If my yellow is too strong, I add just a little bit of white and blend it in. So we're getting those streaks, which are good. Here's a little glob of paint there. I just picked it off with my finger, my beautiful painting index finger, my left hand. It's like a paintbrush sometimes. I actually can take it and mush things around. So I'm getting some nice, now I don't have to make it exactly like that, you know, I really don't. And I just keep brushing until I like the effect. Sometimes I move my head back further to take a little more of a look. Yeah, we're getting some nice interplay here. And so we're gonna just, let me lighten this up here a little bit. just wiping the brush, squeezing out the color. Yeah, I'm getting some nice things here. Way to lighten things up. Take a little more, just take a little at a time. And then I stop, paint it right in. And if it's too white, I can just add a little orange. But what I'm trying to do is just lighten up the orange, have it still break through. So I'm getting some nice looks here. I kind of like it. It's a little different than that. Not much. I always end up using everything in the paintbrush and going around. So that's kind of interesting. I got a whitish orange here. I might take a little more orange and run it over. Why? Because I can. It's my painting, just like it's your painting in front of you. And if you decide anytime you like what you've just done and you're going to keep it, fine. I don't make puddles of paint. I just pull out a little at a time and work it out. Okay. So it is when I mix it in, it becomes a yellow-orange. We're going to take a little more of that transparent color, and you can see how you can go on and on and on playing with these colors. Okay, you see how I'm working it in, and it looks right away when you put it on, it looks too bright and too white. But then with experience you realize if you brush it into the canvas, it loses that white color and it becomes like that. And so I mellowed it out, and I'm sort of liking. So sometimes you got to take a mallet of some sort and knock yourself over the head and tell yourself, stop, it's enough. You're doing fine, leave it alone. So I can leave that alone a while. And let's go down here and play with it. And take some green and put it with some other combination of colors. I'm going for something dark, but I'm pulling in other colors. So I got several colors. Now what I'm doing now, I'm just throwing the paint around, building up texture. So we could do various things with texture. I noticed we've got that stream. It's a little bit bigger, so I'm going to add a little bit something to it here. And it's still light, and I know it's too light, but let's see if I just take a little bit of transparent gel, tone it down. So the transparent gel with some color, dark colors in it, it definitely tones it down. It's still there, and it's variable in strength and colors, which is very natural. Nature is not consistent with the same block of color. It's multi-hued, multi-colored all the time. So that's why now that's toned down pretty nicely. It's quiet. You see, we're gonna put the sun in here, and the sun is just coming up. So this has to stay pretty quiet because it hasn't gotten any light on it. But we want to have some interest and some color doodling around. I want to put a little more green. I'm going to mix the green with so you see how I introduced it, but I'm spreading it around and then I'm gonna soften it up. You just keep playing and using, sometimes there's some color there, and I'm going to just splotch it on until we develop something that we like. Let's make sure I get the bottom here. Okay, that's good. We got it. And we're getting some nice texture here as well. And we can't forget up here also. All right. So I tap all the, yeah, there's a little black paint. I want to get it off the brush. I'm pretty frugal. I like to not waste paint if I can use it, and I certainly can this area here. All right, so the creek here, Natalie's Creek we're calling it, right?
Yeah.
Right, Natalie?
That's right.
Famous little creek there. Make things like that. Just splotch it on. The eye makes it look like it's vegetation, but you know it's just some splotches that you put, and bingo, it looks pretty darn good. All right, now